My mom is cheating on her boyfriend, and I'm stuck in the middle of it. I don't even know where to start with this mess. I, 15F, have been raised by a single mom my whole life. My dad's not in the picture, never has been, and at this point, I've stopped asking. My mom had me when she was young, and it's like she never left that party phase behind. She dresses like she's still in high school, hangs out with guys half the time, goes clubbing more than most teens I know, and is always chasing after some new guy like it's a full-time job. Lately, she's been with this guy, let's call him B. He's been around for a while, and I thought things were serious between them. I even kind of liked him. He's normal, didn't act like a creep around me, treats my mom nice, and seemed genuinely into her. I thought maybe she'd finally settled down a bit. Then last weekend happened. She had this other guy over for dinner, let's call him A. I've seen A around before, but I didn't think anything of it. Turns out, she's now with him. Like, full PDA, giggling like a teenager, disappearing into the bedroom after dinner kind of with. I asked her what happened to B and she just brushed it off, saying, "Oh, we're on a break after a fight. I'm using this time to see if there's something real with A." Like what? It gets worse. B has a kid who goes to my school. They're a couple years below me and a really sweet kid. We've hung out a couple of times when our parents were together and they seem so excited that our parents are dating. They came up to me in the hallway this week with a box of cookies and said they were from their dad for my mom to help her feel better. Apparently my mom told him she's sick and that's why she can't see him right now. No. She's not sick. She's playing house with some other guy while pretending to be that she's bedridden or something. Now I'm stuck. I feel like I'm in the middle of this giant lie and I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Do I tell B? Do I tell his kid? Do I just shut up and let it explode on its own? I want to do the right thing. I just don't know what that is anymore. Relevant comment 1. Honestly, this isn't your responsibility. You're a kid being dragged into your mom's drama, and that's not fair to you. That said, I wouldn't tell BS kid. They're innocent in all this, and it could really mess them up. If you feel like you need to say something, maybe reach out to B privately and let him know what's going on. But ONLY if you feel safe doing it. Otherwise, you are 100% allowed to step back and protect your own peace. Your mom's choices are hers. Don't let them become your burden. OP response. Thank you. I definitely feel like I shouldn't say anything to his kid, but I'm seriously considering privately meeting with B to let him know. Relevant comment 2. I went through something really similar when I was your age. My mom cheated on a great guy with someone else and tried to lie her way through it. I told the guy because he deserved to know and yeah, my mom flipped out. But I don't regret it. Sometimes doing the right thing comes with consequences. If you do decide to tell B, do it carefully. Maybe even write it down or have someone you trust help you. You're being put in an impossible situation, and you're doing your best. That's all anyone can ask. OP response. Thank you, it's nice to know I'm not the only one that's been in this situation. I'm also concerned about my mom's reaction if I do tell B because honestly she's exactly the type to get all mad about it. She won't hurt me but I don't want to make my home situation any messier. Relevant comment 3. Your mom's living like it's Real Housewives, Suburbia edition and forgot she's got a teenage daughter watching this mess unfold in real time. You didn't sign up for this plotline. Do what protects you. Not her ego. Not some guy's feelings. Just you. Your mom sounds like a walking disaster, not a mom. Update 1. My mom is cheating on her boyfriend, and I'm stuck in the middle of it. Well, things got even messier. Didn't think that was possible, but here we are. First off, I ended up telling B the truth. I felt sick about it for days, but he deserved to know. I privately messaged him and asked to meet after school at a cafe. I didn't give him every little detail, just enough to make it clear that my mom wasn't actually sick and that she was definitely seeing someone else while telling me they were supposedly on a break. He was quiet at first, then just said, "Thank you for telling me." He looked more disappointed than angry, which somehow made it worse. But he thanked me. He said he'd had a feeling that my mom was seeing someone else, and that he appreciated me being honest. I still feel awful that it had to be me, but at least is not being lied to anymore. Then I started thinking, I might not even know what's going on either. And if she's still stringing him along like she was with B, he deserves the truth too, right? So I found a way to talk to A. I didn't straight up accuse him of helping my mom cheat or anything. Just kind of asked if he and my mom were serious. He said yes and that they'd been exclusive for a while now, But then he hesitated and said something like, "I did suspect there might be someone else a few months ago." I asked if he meant B, and he went, "Who's B?" So yeah, wasn't B but a different guy. Apparently there might be a third guy. I'll call him C. C is someone my mom has apparently been spending time with for the last couple of months. I had no clue. A said he doesn't know much about him, but has seen texts pop up from someone with a heart emoji next to their name. My mom always said it was a co-worker. We live in a decent-sized city surrounded by smaller towns, and she's always claimed to work her job in the city during the week and then go into one of the towns on the weekend to go to lunch or dinner with co-workers that live out there. Now I'm wondering if they even exists or if that's just where C is. So let's recap, do. B was the decent guy, do. A is the break guy, do. And C is the mystery town guy who might not even know about the others. I'm so tired. I'm 15. This is not my drama to manage, and yet I'm the one unraveling the whole web. My mom is out here running a soap opera and I'm just trying to do my homework and not explode. I don't even know what to do next. I want to tell C, but I don't even know who he is or how to find him. And part of me just wants to walk away from all of it. She's an adult. She's made her choices. But I can't shake the guilt because I know how it feels to be lied to. And I keep seeing that little kid of BS smiling and handing me cookies. I hate that this is the example of love and trust I'm growing up with. Anyway, that's the update. I wish it were a happy one. Edit. Hey everyone. I just wanted to say thanks for all the support and comments. I didn't expect so many people to read this, and honestly, it's kind of overwhelming but in a good way. It feels weird to put all of this out there, but your responses made me feel a little less alone. A lot of you said things like, "You're so mature for your age," and while I appreciate it, I kind of wish I didn't have to be, you know? I still don't know what I'm going to do about C. I barely know anything about him, and it's not like I can just go digging around without making things worse. But I've done what I could for B and for A. They know the truth now. What happens next is their choice, not mine. I keep telling myself that. Some of you asked if I have another adult I can talk to. Kind of. I'm not super close with any relatives, and my mom's not exactly the let's talk about our feelings type. But I'm thinking about speaking to a school counselor just to get things off my chest properly. Even if they can't fix it, maybe just being heard will help. I'm trying to focus on what I can control at the moment. School, my friends, keeping my own head on straight. I love my mom, but I don't want to be like her. And I guess that's where the line is for me. I want better, and I'll get there, even if I have to carry that by myself for now. Thanks again for listening. Seriously. It means more than you probably think. Edit 2. Someone asked about BS Kid, but I can't find the comment again. We're not super close or anything, but we've always been friendly. They're a couple years below me, so we don't have classes together, but we pass each other in the hall sometimes. They're really sweet. Honestly, one of the nicest people I've met at that school. After the cookie thing, I couldn't even look them in the eye for a few days. It just made everything feel so much worse, knowing they were being kind to me while my mom was lying to them. I haven't said anything to them directly, and I don't think I will. They're just a kid, like me. They don't need to be dragged into the mess, especially when none of it is their fault. I don't know what their dad has told them, and I don't want to ask and risk saying something they haven't been told. I just try to treat them the same as before, being kind, smiling when I see them, and not letting all the adult drama bleed into our hallway conversations. I wish I could protect them from all this, too. Update 2. My mom found out I told her boyfriends, and it did not go well. So she knows. I don't know exactly how she found out. Maybe A or B confronted her directly, maybe she pieced it together from the awkward silence in the house, or maybe she just guessed. Either way, she sat me down, for once, and basically exploded. She didn't ask if I was okay. She didn't ask why I did it. She just said, "I can't believe you'd betray your own mother like this. You've ruined everything." Ruined everything. Not, "I'm sorry you had to deal with that." Not, "I shouldn't have put you in that position." Just all about her. Like I caused this, not the person juggling 3 relationships and lying to everyone in sight. She kept going on about how complicated things were and how you don't understand adult relationships, and I just sat there thinking, no, I actually understand them better than you do. That's the problem. Adults are supposed to own their mess, not hide behind their kid. She hasn't spoken to me much since then. It's been cold shoulders, slammed doors, and passive-aggressive silence. Like she's punishing me for holding up a mirror she didn't want to look into. And the worst part, I still feel guilty. I know I did the right thing, but part of me still wishes it hadn't come from me. I didn't want to be the one who broke the news. I just didn't want to keep living in a house full of lies. I'm tired. I feel like I lost whatever relationship we had left, but maybe it was never real to begin with. Maybe I was just useful as long as I stayed quiet. Thanks again for reading. I don't know where this goes next, but I'm done carrying secrets that aren't mine. Edit. To everyone asking if I have support, thank you. Seriously, doh. The truth is, kind of. I don't have a big family I can lean on, and my mom's not exactly open to talking things out, as you've probably figured out. But I do have a couple friends who know some of what's going on, and they've been really good at just being there, whether it's listening or distracting me when I need a break from the chaos. I'm also still thinking about talking to the counselor at school. I've never opened up like this in person, but I'm starting to think maybe I should. Just having someone who can see the full picture and tell me I'm not crazy for feeling the way I do would probably help a lot. So, I'm not totally alone. And honestly, the support I've gotten from strangers here means more than you know. I've been rereading some of the comments on bad days, and it helps remind me that I'm not the problem, just stuck in the middle of one. Thanks again for checking in. Really. Update 3, I thought it was over, but here comes guy number 3. For a minute there, I actually thought things had settled. After the whole explosion of her yelling at me, accusing me of ruining everything, the silence that followed, I guess I expected the Cold War to last longer. But nope. Within a week or two, my mom was suddenly back to her old self again. Smiling. Playing music while cleaning. Going out most nights and coming back late with that don't ask look on her face. It was like none of the chaos ever happened. She even started being friendly with me again. Not a full apology, of course. That would require acknowledging that she did something wrong. But she was talking to me, laughing like we were cool, like the last few weeks hadn't been a complete emotional dumpster fire. Part of me wanted to believe it. I thought maybe she was trying to start fresh, maybe she'd finally left all the relationship drama behind. I wanted to believe that. I let my guard down. Then she brought another guy home. I didn't recognize him at first. Thought maybe it was someone new. Maybe she had moved on. One guy, clean break, maybe doing it right this time. Nope. It's C. The third guy. The mystery man from outside the city. The one she was seeing at the same time as B and A. The one I couldn't track down or tell the truth to because I didn't even know his full name or anything about him. So now he's here. In our house. Sitting on our couch like it's normal. Like everything's totally fine. And I'm just numb. I don't even have the energy to react. I've done my part. I told the people I could. I stood up for what was right. And still, it seems like we're right back in the same cycle. Just with a new face this time. She doesn't even seem ashamed. If anything, she seems happier than ever. Like juggling multiple relationships and burning bridges is just her idea of a fun game. I'm done pretending any of this makes sense. I'm just counting down the days until I be done with this and can have a life that's mine. One with honesty and peace and people who mean what they say. Anyway, that's where things are now. Just when I thought the show was over, the next episode started. Of course. Thanks for sticking with me through this mess. I really mean it. Relevant comment. I don't mean to pry, but are you planning on telling C about A and B? Or are you just going to let this play out and stay out of it? Allow your mom to sort it out herself if it becomes a problem? OP response. Honestly, I've gone back and forth on it. Part of me feels like I should tell him. He deserves to know, just like B and A did. No one should be lied to like that, especially when they think they're in a serious relationship. But at the same time I'm tired. Emotionally, mentally, just tired. Every time I speak up, it explodes in my face. I end up being the villain in her story, even though I'm the one trying to do the right thing. And there's also the fact that I barely know C. This is the first time he's even been to the house, at least while I've been around, and I don't know how he'd react, or how my mom would retaliate if I got involved again. She already blew up once. I'm not sure I have the energy to go through it all over again. So I don't know. I want to protect people from being hurt, but I also have to protect myself now. If I see a safe way to tell him without putting myself back in the middle of the fire, maybe I will. But right now, I'm just watching from the sidelines and trying to breathe. Thanks for asking, though. It means a lot that people actually care. Relevant comments too. Do you plan to move away and go no contact with your mom when you finish high school? OP response. Yes, I'm definitely moving. As soon as I finish high school, I'm out. It's not like my relationship with my mom was terrible before all of this. We got along okay, in a surface-level kind of way. But she's always treated me more like her friend than her daughter. Like someone to vent to, go shopping with, talk about her love life with, not someone she's supposed to actually take care of. I think I used to just accept that as normal. But after everything I've seen and had to deal with lately, I just can't stay here. Not when I know how many people she's hurt, how easily she lies, and how much of it I've had to carry in silence. I want a life where I'm not the backup adult in the house. I want space to figure out who I am, without being stuck in the middle of her drama. So yeah, once high school's over, I'm gone. No hesitation. As for going no contact, I guess that depends on our relationship when it's time for me to leave. There's a few years left before I graduate, so who knows, maybe we'll have an alright relationship by then. If things continue on like now thought, then yeah, I probably won't be talking to my mom. Update 4, it's been a few months, and C is still here. So, it's been a while. I wasn't sure if I was going to keep updating this, but writing it out helps more than I expected, so here we are again. C is still around. Honestly, I'm surprised. Most of my mom's relationships burn out fast. As in, a couple months, maybe. But things with C seem to be going strong. He's around more than any of the others ever were. He even started keeping stuff at the house. Cooking dinner. Fixing things. Talking about the future like he's part of it. And the worst part is he seems like a good guy. He's kind. He works hard. He makes my mom laugh in a way that feels different than usual. Less performance, more real. And he keeps trying with me. Always asking how school's going, offering to help with homework, little stuff like that. I can tell he actually wants a relationship with me, not just my mom. But I've been distant. I know I have. I'm polite, but I don't open up. I don't let him in. And I feel bad about that, because he hasn't done anything wrong, that I know of, anyway. He just walked into this house not knowing he was walking into a lie. Because as far as I can tell, he still doesn't know about A or B. And I don't think he ever will, unless someone tells him. And when I look at him, I don't see him. I see the lie. I see the fact that my mom was cheating on him. That she brought him around smiling while still tangled up in the aftermath other relationships. And he had no idea, doh. I feel sick about it. He's trying to build something with us, and I'm just watching it happen with this weird mix of guilt, dread, and emotional detachment. Like I'm standing behind glass, watching a train coming, but not knowing if I should step in front of it again, or let it crash and tell myself it's not my problem. And part of me keeps wondering, is he the only one now? Is it actually different this time? My mom still leaves on weekends to see co-workers in the next town, just like she always said, so clearly that wasn't just to see C, even if he was from the town, because they apparently aren't co-workers. And sure, there's money coming in from somewhere, so my mom clearly has an actual job she does, but I don't know what kind of hours that involves because I cannot work out when she found time to visit C. Maybe she doesn't have a full-time job at all. Who knows? She never talks about it. Never brings it up. It's always just, work was fine. That's it. I guess I'm just stuck in this weird limbo. Part of me wants to believe she's changed, because if she can change, maybe there's hope. But the other part of me knows better. Knows the patterns. Knows how this usually ends. Anyway, that's where I'm at. Living in a house with a good man I can't trust, next to a mom who keeps pretending nothing happened. Just trying to get through each day without saying the wrong thing and blowing it all up again. Thanks for listening. Again. Final update, he knows and he stayed. So it happened. C found out. Surprisingly, it wasn't me this time. It was Ada out of nowhere. A reached out. Apparently he'd heard that my mom was now seriously involved with a guy and had been for months. I guess he put the pieces together and realized that they must have been seeing my mom at the same time and that this was the supposed co-worker he was suspicious of. He showed up at the house wanting answers. That led to a whole blow-up between him and my mom. Lots of yelling, accusations, and then the aftermath of her crying to me on the couch like I'm her therapist. During this C was standing in the background listening and at some point left. Except this time, it wasn't my fault. I didn't say a word. I just sat there and listened. I didn't feel like comforting her, but I didn't have it in me to make it worse either. But here's the wild part. A couple weeks later C came back. Apparently they talked it through. According to my mom, he knows everything now. About A. About B. About all of it. And somehow, they worked it out. She swears he's the only one now. C seems to believe that. And honestly, maybe it's true this time. He's still around. Still helping with dinner. Still offering to drive me places. Like nothing ever happened. I don't know how he can live with it. But that's his choice. His line to draw. I've drawn mine. He's still trying to connect with me. Telling me he understands why I'm distant. That he doesn't blame me. That he wants to earn my trust. And I guess I appreciate that he's not trying to force it, but I'm not budging. Not because I hate him. Not because I don't think he's a good guy. But because I just can't get attached. I'll be gone in a couple of years for college and a whole new life. A clean slate. And I don't want to carry any more of this with me than I have to. This will probably be my last update. Thanks to everyone who listened, supported me, or reminded me that I'm not crazy for feeling the way I do. You helped me stay grounded when it felt like the adults around me couldn't. Here's to better things ahead.